Okay, section 6.3 is using the elimination method to solve. The elimination method means we are going to add the equations together and we want one of the variables to go away. And here, the y goes away because we have opposite coefficient. One is a positive 6y and the other is a negative 6y, which turns into 0y or just 0, which goes away. So then we add the other variables. 4x plus 3x is 7x is equal to 32 plus 3 is 35. Solve for x. So we divide by 7 and we get x is equal to 5. Now we need to find y. So we can plug in 5 for x in either equation, either the first or the second equation. I'm going to plug it in to the second equation. So 3 times 5 minus 6y is equal to negative 3. Or excuse me, there's no negative. So 3 times 5, that's 15, minus 6y is equal to 3. Subtract 15, so negative 6y is equal to negative 12. Divide both sides by negative 6, and y is equal to 2. So my answer is 5, 2. To check, we are going to plug in 5 for x, 2 for y into the first equation. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 6 times 2 is 12. 20 plus 12 is 32, which is on the right side. That is correct. Equation 2, 3 times 5 is 15, minus 6 times 2 is 12, and 15 minus 12 is 3, which is also correct. Example 1b, if I add these two equations together, my x's go away because they already have opposite coefficients. So that's negative 2y is equal to 2. Divide both sides by negative 2. Y is equal to negative 1. I am going to plug in to the second equation. So that's 4x minus 5 times y is a negative 1. Negative 5 times a negative 1 is a positive 5. So I'm going to subtract 5 on both sides. 4x is equal to 0. Divide both sides by 4. And I get x is equal to 0. Now again, to check, I'm going to plug in, I'll make my ordered pair 0, negative 1. To check, negative 4 times 0 is 0, plus 3 times a negative 1 is a negative 3. And negative 3 is equal to negative 3. It checks. Equation 2, 4 times 0 is 0. Negative 5 times a negative 1 is a positive 5 is equal to 5. And that also checks. Example 3, first, I have to have my variables in standard form where they align up. In the first equation, my y and my x are backwards, so I need to rewrite it to say 5x plus 2y is equal to 6. And I'm just going to recopy the second equation. Now, if you will notice, they are not opposite coefficients. Both of the y's have 2y. I need one of them to be a negative. So I'm going to multiply one of the equations by a negative 1. You can either multiply it by the first equation or the second equation. It does not matter. I'm going to multiply the first equation by a negative 1, and I get negative 5x minus 2y is equal to negative 6. Recopy the second equation. The y's go away. Negative 5x plus 9x is 4x is equal to negative 6 plus 22 is 16. Divide by 4. So x is equal to 4. Now I'm going to plug in x equals 4 into either equation, in either one of the original equations. I'm going to plug it in the first one. So 5 times 4 plus 2y is equal to 6. It's 20 plus 2y. Subtract 20. Divide by 2. So y is equal to negative 7. So my answer is 4, negative 7. Example 3b, in this case, instead of x and y, I have b and c. I can still do it, but if you'll notice, the b's are both alike. I need one of them to be a negative 1. So I'm going to multiply the second equation by a negative 1. I'm just going to recopy the first equation. And when I multiply the second equation, that's negative 8b minus 7c is equal to a negative 7. Now the b's go away, so that's negative 4c is equal to 4. Divide by negative 4, so c is equal to negative 1. Now I'm going to plug in negative 1 in one of the original equations. I'm going to plug it in the first one, so that's 8b plus 3 times c is negative 1. Add 3 to both sides. So 8b is equal to 14. Divide by 8. Now, I need to reduce that to 7 over 4. I do not have to turn it into a mixed number. Now, my ordered pair, you want to put your ordered pair alphabetically. So b comes first, so it'll be BC. So 7 fourths, and c is negative 1. Number 19, I know you did not have to do number 19, but I want to go over that. It might help you with number 20. The sum of two numbers is 22, and their difference is 12. So sum means to add. So x plus y is equal to 22. And their difference means to subtract. So the second equation would be x minus y is equal to 12. Then we can solve it. The y's go away. Now be very careful here. X plus x is 2x is equal to 34. Divide by 2, and you get x is equal to 17. Now I'm going to plug that into the first equation. And x is 17. Subtract 17 on both sides, and I get y is equal to 5. So, first number is 17, second number is 5. So now let's look at number 20. Find the two numbers with a sum of 41 and a difference of 9. Sum means to add, so x plus y is equal to 41. And a difference of 9. Difference means subtract, so x minus y is equal to 9. Again, your variables go away. Now be very careful again. X plus x is not x, it is 2x is equal to 50. And you can finish the rest of that.